The January 237 Tuesday Disciple Training took place on the 21st at the Dakpyeong RUTC. The 2025 World Teachers Retreat took place for 2 days from the 21st at the Dakpyeong RUTC.
Hello and welcome to the RUTC News. The January 237 Tuesday Disciple Training took place on the 21st at the Dakpyeong RUTC.
The disciples to stand as witnesses in the age of the Three Courtyards 3-day weekend age and holy meditation gathered for training where President of the World Evangelization Board, Reverend Yu, gave 3 lectures. In Lecture 1, he relayed that true revival must arise and break the culture of darkness, and that asking God's absolute plan will reveal the power of the Word and have the answer of word fulfillment follow, to receive the guidance of the Word. He relayed the mission to receive the 777 answer first this year, and formed the evangelism team to bring to life the 5 foundations of the Word movement. In Lecture 2, titled True Revival and True Healing, he relayed to receive first the 777 answer of healing, partisan journey, and guidepost, and have separate healing conferences, evangelism, and team trainings. Attach one-on-one committed workers to heal the Nephilim disease, then God will answer from the throne. In Lecture 3, titled True Revival and Future Preparation, the blessings of being spiritual kings, spiritual billionaires, and spiritual world leaders are prepared for the remnant. And the method is to know the answer of the imperative, necessity, and absoluteness and prayer of Christ and the kingdom of God. That is why we must make the prayer field future 300% through 777 prayer and form the evangelism team centered on young adults. Meanwhile, registrations for the February 237 Tuesday Disciple Training have begun. It will take place on February 25th at the Dakpyeong RUTC, and registrations will be open until February 19th, Wednesday at 6 p.m. Detailed info is available at WEEA.
The 2025 World Teachers Retreat with the theme Start with Eternal Things took place starting on the 21st for 2 days at the Dakpyeong RUTC.
Gathering the teachers to take responsibility over the field of the posterity who are crumbling across the world, the World Teachers Retreat had Reverend Yu relay the word of what to change, discover, and raise, saying the reason we've been sent to our fields is because there are those who must be saved and disciples. Teachers must change Satan's 12 things into the gospel and prayer, and first enjoy the grace of 777 to help them discover the way to become the summit. In Lecture 2, he relayed that teachers must be a model of 5 things and enter into 3 concentrations, 3 settings, and 3 answers, which enjoys the 777 background through breathing and prayer to discover the happiness and strength of 24, 25, and eternity. Also, if we discover what we must do, what the field needs, and what must absolutely exist in the future, then the 300% will take place. In this way, knowing gospel and prayer will have 300%. Seeing CVDIP will have the power, works, and guidance of the Word to stand as spiritual kings and spiritual billionaires and spiritual world leaders, and the partisan of the throne will be established. The teachers from the kindergarten, elementary, middle, and high school fields of the posterity took part in the regional meetings and received the Word together. The January 25th Saturday Core was the first Remnant Day of 2025, broadcast live at the Christ Mission Church in Japan. Business people and remnants of Tokyo presided over the worship and prayer, and the United Choir of Saitama gave the praise to God which bound the force of darkness in Japan. Also, there was a meeting with native disciples and church officers prepared for Japan evangelization. The president of the World Evangelization Board, Reverend Yu Gwang-soo, gave the messages titled Understand Prayer Correctly, Courtyard of Prayer, Triune God, for the business industry missions, Remnant TCK Study of Evangelism, and Scattered Disciples messages, and relayed the school evangelization message for February. The 2025 Medical Legal Professionals Retreat will take place with the theme Disciples Who Need a Different Strength during the Lunar New Year on January 25th and 30th for 2 days at the 237 Center. Reverend Yu will give 2 lectures, Lecture 1 on the 30th at 10:30 a.m., Lecture 2 at 1:30 p.m.
죽어가는 대학 현장에 필요한 생명의 복음.
내게 있는 생명, 내게 있는 복음.
나를, 너를, 우리를 대학에 보내신 하나님의 뜻.
나를 위해 준비된 이만대학 복음화. 나를 위해 준비된 생명의 현장.
나를, 너를, 우리를 살릴 마지막 기회. 세계대학 수련회.
The World College Retreat will take place on February 3rd through the 5th with the theme Start with the Secret Things of God at the Dakpyeong RUTC. Reverend Yu will relay 3 lectures starting with Lecture 1 at 10 a.m. on the 4th, Lecture 2 at 7 p.m., and Lecture 3 at 10 a.m. on the 5th the next day. May the disciples to save the 20,000 colleges of the world gather to praise and pray together. Registrations are open at WEEA until January 27th at 6 p.m. Remnant University, which nurtures and commissions the pastors and evangelism disciples to save the empty fields of the 237 nations and 5,000 tribes, is taking incoming students for the 2025 spring semester. Degrees are available for BA, MA, PhD in missiology, MDiv, DMin, and non-degree courses are available for Evangelism Disciple course and Female Evangelist class. Registrations are open until February 27th. The Remnant University Korea is taking incoming students for 2025. Available courses include the Evangelist course and the Lay Leader course limited to 50 people recommended by the Church Officer Graduate School. Registrations are open until February 10th. Introducing the February Prayer Journal full of the Word and Prayer of Holy Meditation. First, the prenatal infant department's various aspects and the prayer topics for remnant ministers is featured on the Welcome section. In the 5,000 Tribes section, the daily prayer content and the Central South American countries Saint Martin, Saint Martin, and Saint Bartholomew are introduced. In the School Evangelization section, the covenant remnants must hold to in the field records the answers that come when God's partisan is raised. In the February meditation, the 2024 World College Retreat message is recorded as well as the field message to be led in the field. They can be purchased at the Life Publishing website and training locations. The World Children's Retreat with the theme Start of the Lord's Partisan will take place from February 10th through the 15th at the Dakpyeong RUTC. The first group from February 10th through 12th will be geared toward the 1st through 3rd graders. The second group from the 13th through the 15th geared toward the 4th through 6th graders. Especially, this retreat features a culture festival, and any individual or church can participate by applying ahead of time. Meanwhile, staff members for administration, praise, medical teams are being recruited. In this very important time schedule of starting the biblical evangelism movement anew, the children's camp training is being planned to establish the gospel foundations for the remnants, to raise them as the disciples to continue the pure gospel movement, word movement, prayer movement of Darakbang in the field of the 237 nations and 5,000 tribes, taking place from February 17th through the 19th for 3 days at the Dakpyeong RUTC. The training is geared toward 2025 4th through 6th graders, and registrations are open until February 8th at WEEA. The first 200 registrants will be taken. The camp training fee is 150,000 won. On-site registration is not available. This week's offering news. Evangelism disciples across the nation and the world continue to give their offering for the 237 Center and RUTC. This week's announcements. February 1st, Saturday Core will center on the Department of College Missions at the Seoul Emmanuel Church.
God has prepared the works of true revival for each church, field, and posterity, and relayed the word to form the evangelism team to break the darkness to save the future. May the witnesses who receive the 777 answers arise. This concludes the news. Thank you.